talk you through now the putting away of the Howling into a tent. It's the opposite way of putting it up really. So again, I keep talking about taking time. The more you rush, the more things at times can take longer because you make mistakes or you don't do things properly, and the little things save a lot of time. So windows out, they just go on the top. Make sure your door's down, your inner door and your outer door are down. The guy ropes are nice and neatly tied away like that. Yep. Pull out the framework and you just slide it back in. You let the tent drop. Make sure windows are out. And then simple case of dropping the tent. Now, if you're working in pairs, which I always advise to do, the best thing is for one of you to hold the ladder like this and the other person goes around, and where the tent folds and you got the framework, you just tuck the tent in. And this is really, really important. It saves so much time getting the cover on. If you can get the tent nicely tucked in so it's lovely neat round all three sides, it makes your life a lot easier. But it's still so easy to do if you're by yourself, as I'll show you now. You can let that go. With the ladders, these being retractable, just get it to a safe height, a workable height. Make sure it's just always secure. Get a nice height. I always leave the ladders open at the back because it just gives that little bit of weight when you're working by yourself. A little more leverage. So up and just tuck it away. It's simple. The more time you spend doing this, twice as quick it's going to be putting the tent away. Okay, put the lads against this, no problem at all. No point should you ever stand on any of the paintwork. Provide enough tools with a step ladder, bonnet plates, extendable ladders, where you don't have to any point stand on any paintwork. Final side. Okay. Do the clips. Pull it down. If you can, you can't see really here. But in the manual again, I've got all pictures of the different important stages of setting it up and setting it and bringing it down, and you'll see how it should look in terms of the neatness of the sides. So now we'll just go around and put the ladders in. You've got the tent collapsed, it's all neat. Again, I'm back to the pins. When you pull the pins out and you start sliding the ladders, just twiddle the pins and you'll hear them click a little bit, and that means that when you come to pull the tent out next time, they're automatically going to click in and secure the ladders. So out, twiddle, you hear the little click. Now this is also really important, it makes life easier putting away. Make sure the ladders sit at the back of the tent square, don't let them slide to the end there, because that really restricts you getting the zip on at the end. It makes it too long, and you really, it doesn't, you can get it on, but it just makes life a little bit harder. So this end, the cover comes up and it just makes life easier. Okay, let's get the cover on. That's over here. So the cover just slides in, dead easy. If you've got two people, it makes it easier. One can push it, the other one can feed it. But make sure, this is really important, you've got equal fall. You're probably looking about a centimetre, sometimes to an inch, depending, sometimes a bit on there. But just make sure they're equal. So when you put the cover over, Also, what's really important is the actual skirt that the cover zips onto. That should be equal. Sometimes it can get, for whatever reason, it can get sort of dragged around, so one end's like hanging off, and so just before you start zipping, just make sure that, again, it's equal on both sides. A little top tip as well, on the corners, just bend the cover up a little bit so it exposes the zip, and it just helps it go around the corner easier. All these little things that sound trivial, but they do help. Yeah. So once you've got the cover on, going back to a couple of little tips, make sure again your lengths are equal, and also the skirt, make sure that these line up. Sometimes the skirt twists a little bit, so just it's an easy job, just make sure that it lines up. So then it's a case of feeding it in like a normal zip. Make sure as well none of this is hanging out, just you've tucked it all in. If you get zip caught on the skirt, you're in a bit of a world of pain, so just always make sure that's it. Sometimes I even slide my finger in front so it doesn't. Again, just make sure you turn the corners up, this makes it easier when you bring it round. Throw your straps over so you don't have to come back round. Put the back down so the zip's protected, the corners